What is going on, guys? I'm back for the video. Today we're doing another rally car build, and today we're actually in the Caterham I think it's pronounced Caterham Superlight R500. I I honestly have extremely high hopes for this car. I'm 90% sure that it's the fastest drag car in the S1 class. And I don't know if it's I don't think it's the fastest in the game. I'm pretty sure that's the Dodge Dart. But this thing is extremely fast in a straight line. For being in only S1 class, it can reach an insane speed. I don't know how it does around corners, though, because I haven't driven it. All I've really done with it is just drive it in a straight line. But I'm really excited to see what this thing can do. So let's go on and throw on this rally stuff. Get the rally tires on, the all-wheel drive, of course. Gonna want the rally suspension. Obviously gonna want that. Roll cage. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the roll cage on. Oh man, that looks pretty sweet. I got a sweet like rat rod paint job for this thing too. I think it looks really good. Looks like something out of Mad Max. It's pretty sweet. How much horsepower we got? 475. I'm gonna go ahead and throw all the aero parts on. That wing looks ridiculous, but it'll help us. I think I've done everything that I need here, so I can just do power. Yep. Go ahead and upgrade this. Is it even gonna be able to reach the top of S1 class with these upgrades? Might have a slight problemo. I know it can normally. Is it the tires that's what messes it up? Oh, I didn't widen the tires. Is that even gonna... Does a little bit. Can I... Okay, turbos. Yep, that'll do it. There we go. There we go. I was being a dingleberry. Alright, we'll go ahead and take that off. Take that off. Take one more of those off. Then I'm gonna take the clutch off. Oh, that doesn't quite do it. What about this? Come on. Just gotta do a little bit of toying here. I guess we will just take that off. Perfect. Alright, so we just got the stock motor in, no upgrades to it. Actually, I wonder if we could fit this on just for some extra horsepower. Nope. Alright. Well, it looks like that's where it's going to end up. Didn't really do much to the engine other than swap it, but it does have 622 horsepower. I guess we did twin turbo it, so that gave it a lot of power. But yeah, it's extremely light. It's just under, or it's just about 1,300 pounds, 622 horsepower. This thing's gonna be insane. As long as it can handle itself, because it doesn't have a lot of suspension travel, so I'm really worried about how it'll be through there. Actually, it does look pretty low. I'm just gonna double check that I put these on. Okay, wait, is that rally? Okay, yeah, good. I thought I said race. All right, so we got that on. I'm a little bit worried how it'll handle through the dirt section and stuff with the jumps and everything, because it is not that high. The back has a little bit of room, but the front there's nothing. There's no leeway for it. But anyway, let's head on to Rivals Yarra Valley Mountain View Scramble, of course. Well, we're gonna have 5 laps to see if this car can in fact beat the Lancia 037 that finished with a 1 minute 1.728. I think this thing definitely has potential to do it, but it'll just depend on how it handles and everything. I know it's extremely quick in the straights, but I fear for this thing in the dirt section because it doesn't have any suspension travel, and I fear for this thing around corners just because it's a big question mark. I've never really driven this thing before. So let me make sure I'm on manual, traction control off. Perfect, and let's get on into this. I'm really excited to see how this thing will do. Just look, it's so quick off the line and everything. Oh my god, it does not turn. Alright, well that's good to know. there is an extreme amount of understeer. That's the first time I've ever had to slow down for that first corner. It's just got, I think the understeer is because it's just got so much power that it doesn't want to turn, and the front wheels are so freaking, they're so small, and there's no weight to this thing, so it lacks the grip. It is getting tossed around a bit over this, a bit as in a lot. That's like the worst run I've ever had through there. Yeah, I think that I probably won't get a fast lap for this with the first couple laps, just because of how crazy this thing is to drive, and just how the jumps just throw it around. But I do think that this thing could pose for an extremely fast lap, just because of the sole fact that it's so quick in a straight line. Like, we got up to 162 there, and the fastest we've ever gone before there is, I believe, like 145 or something. So that's extremely fast. But other cars can take a lot more speed through these corners, so I guess we'll just have to see. Because again, I guess I didn't have to brake that time. I kept on the throttle, but I went really wide, had a lot of understeer. Normally I can just, if a car has understeer, I'll just kind of rip the e-brake and throw it sideways and it'll just power out of it. But even when I do that and I just try and power out of it, this thing just doesn't want to turn still. Like, it'll still start pulling the opposite way. A terrible section through there again, but it's just it gets thrown around in the jump, so it's really hard to control it and try and throw it the way that I want to, because I want to throw it to the left right before that little dip down to the big jump over the water, because if I get it turned, I can just put the power down and just go straight at that jump. But I might have to slow down a bit there. Yeah, like, I think I was pushing the car pretty good on that lap, and I finished with a 1:06. Man, like, I really want this car to be really good, just because it is. It's just, the understeer is just incredibly difficult to handle. Like, I have to slow down so much for those corners. I could take that at like 100 miles an hour in a different car. I had to slow down all the way to 60. So maybe I'll try, since I already balls this lap, I'll try, it just gets thrown around like that. Be a little bit more calm and collected there, and then completely clears the water, just because of the power this thing has, just when I finally get it going straight, as I just freaking can't control it at all, and just fly into a tree. This is probably the most difficult, one of the most difficult cars I've ever tried to race, but, like, the heck, my guy's hair goes out of the roll cage. That's hilarious. Don't pause the lap. Like, I could take that corner so much faster. I can take every single corner so much faster in every other car. And I think that's what's really messing this thing up, because there's a lot of corners that I need to not slow down for and carry a lot of speed through on this track. And then it's so freaking light. And the suspension is so bad in this, because even with the rally suspension, because it doesn't have that suspension travel, so it just gets thrown around and bounces all over the place through these. Try and maybe let off the throttle a little bit, not be as ballsy through there. That helped me a little bit. Keep it on the track, not go straight into a tree. We're getting thrown around a little bit. Barely got that checkpoint. This is a pretty quick lap. As long as I can take this corner at a decent speed, I think this is going to be a pretty fast lap. As I actually, no, never mind. It's not a fast lap. Is this thing even going to be able, okay, I got a 152. 152 as we're coming up for the last lap. If I balls it, I want to give this thing one more lap. Because I think I messed up like 3 of them. I only had a couple good laps, and this thing, like, it feels like it wants to be so quick. It just isn't. Like, I feel like this car can do so much better. Like, I don't know if I'm just driving like terrible, but I'm pretty sure it's just the car's handling is just terrible. I'm sure if you tuned this thing, it could be a lot better, but we don't. In this series, I do not tune the cars. Just build them and then get her going. I'm getting a little bit better through that section, getting a little bit easier to manage, because I'm getting used to it more, as I'm not even on the track at all through that whole straightaway. Whoa. Barely get that checkpoint again. I think it could, that lap could have been a quick one, the last one, but I'm even with, I balls the lap there, and I don't hit the wall. And that was a 1.4. It's like I know this thing can be a little bit quicker than I'm driving it, or than the 1.5, but like it's so hard to handle. You can't take corners how you can in any other car. And I'm just gonna like stay quiet through this section and just focus on driving it good, even though it's probably not gonna help me. A little sideways. Try and keep as much speed as I can through there. Now, as long as I don't mess up this last corner and spin out, I'm going to brake a little bit early. See if I can get the power down. I don't think this is going to be... It might be a 1.3? 1.39. I'll take that. I did give this thing an extra lap. But, so I... No, it's okay. It's okay. But, that puts this car into... 5th place, I believe that's 5th place. I'm counting correctly. Yes, that is 5th place. Right in front of the GTR, not quite beating the Ford RS200. I'm still surprised that the Ford only got the time that it did. I guess it is a pretty quick time. I feel like this time for this car was a bit slower. It didn't really feel that fast, just because the car is just so quick itself. It has so much potential. I just have to slow down so much for the corners. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, as always, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe. It will be a proper rally car in the next video. I'm probably going to do another Subaru because I have a bunch of Subarus built for rally cars because I freaking love them. And I actually, no, I won't do a Subaru. I will do, there's an Evo that I built when I was just playing through the game. I built it to be one of my rally cars, and it is freaking phenomenal, and I want to see how fast this thing is around the track. The Subaru 22B's time was a 1.3, and I know for a fact that the other car is a lot quicker. It handles it's just like the same. I'll be really excited, so definitely tune in to the next episode for this. But there's another zombie video tomorrow, and then again, if you enjoyed the video, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I'm rambling on now, and as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'm out.